All right. Well, welcome. Great to have you tuning in. As some of you know, I hurt my hand and wrist earlier this week pretty bad, so I'm not going to be able to practice for a little while, but we have Michelle joining us again today, so she'll be practicing along with us. And yeah, football's going well, and let's get started. When you're ready, you just lie back, you close your eyes, and you breathe. And continuing to take the time to settle in. Taking the time to slow down. You don't need to overthink or overwork him. It's the act of surrender. Learning how to let go, how to fall back. Removing that effort. And simply lying here, feeling the breath as it moves. Noticing the sensations of the body. Putting yourself right here, right now, at the start of the class. Just a few more breaths. Just a few more moments out of the day. And your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees and you wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. Nice easy movement in the body, swaying. Then back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. A long, a full breath back and forth. And your next inhale draws you up to sitting. And you sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. And inhale as you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. You let your eyes close if they open. And palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, fold forward. You get the hands to the floor, bending the knees if you need to. And inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose, top of push-up. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward for your back bend. And exhale, you press back, down dog. And you settle up. You can pedal the feet, roll the shoulders, sway from side to side, whatever feels good. Trying to draw out that length of the body. Trying to wake things up. Then inhale as you step the right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale all the way back up. Arms overhead, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale as you lower. Nice and steady. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And let the head hang heavy. The eyes are soft. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back. Left foot. And exhale. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, pressing into down dog. Get a sense of how the body feels today. Settling into that movement, that opening up. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, folding over your legs. Inhale, rising up, reaching for the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale as you lower. Inhale, nice full breath. Exhale, pressing back down, down. You're not trying to force anything. Not trying to rush it. Just taking the time with the sun salutes. Giving the body a chance to warm up and wake up. And give you a chance to get a sense of where things are today. Inhale, left foot forward, low lunge, opening the hips. Right foot forward, lengthening out the hamstring. Inhale, reaching for the ceiling, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, right leg reaches back. Left leg back. And exhale as you lower. Inhale, broad across the collarbone. Exhale, down, down. Good. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Right. And exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Let your eyes close. You hear my cues and you feel your body. Try and get away from that sense of sight so that you settle in. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, hand to your heart. You relax your arms, you close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Then with the big toes touching heels slightly apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms through. Just settle in. You feel nice and grounded, nice and set with your base. Then exhale, fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. The head hangs heavy, the tailbone tilts towards the ceiling. Nice full back of the body stretch. Good. Inhale, you lift up halfway. You bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, chair pose once again. This time you're going to bring the arms straight out in front of you, parallel to the floor. And start to shift your weight forward to peel the heels up off the mat. Come to balance on the balls of your feet. Nice and smooth. You start to slide those hips down imaginary wall. And then you sit yourself back for both. The hips touch down, the heels lift up. Navasana. We're doing 3 rounds here, so knees can be bent or straight. But you try and lift the sternum. Low back draws in. On an exhale, you cross the ankles. You either hug the shins or hands outside your hips to lift. You can always leave foot on the floor to help with those lifts. Then inhale as you come back out. Bent knees or straight legs. You turn your attention to the breath. Nice full inhale. Complete exhales. Cross and hug or cross and lift. Last one. You bring the legs up. You breathe. Then on exhale, you cross the ankles, roll forward over your shins as you plant your hands and step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Choosing your route. Following the breath. Nice and smooth. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And on exhale, you step the foot forward, high lunge. You place the right foot between your hands. The torso sweeps up. And you settle in. You soften your arms. Nice long line from thigh to thigh. The tailbone's drawing down, and you start to get that nice length through the front of that left thigh. As the arms and torso lift you up. Good. Then inhale as you open up, warrior two. You get broad to the long edge of the mat. The hips sit low behind that right thigh as the right knee bends as close to 90 degrees as you like. Your gaze is soft out over those right fingertips. And the left hand comes to left hip as we set up for half moon. The right hand will guide you forward, shifting your weight out over that right foot. And then you rise up over. That right hand can touch down as that left foot lifts up. You can lift that left arm towards the ceiling. You're trying to keep the hips and shoulders stacked, but if the balance isn't working for you today, you can always square yourself to the floor. Finding that control, then trying to roll open. Good. Crown the heads, reaching forward so the torso stays long. And then nice and smooth, you start to bend that right knee as you step the left foot back, warrior two. You take your time and set it up. Then reaching forward for side angle, elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. The top arm goes long next to your, if you want to wrap it around your back for your bind, feel free. Catching the inner thigh or catching hands. Nice full breaths. Perfect. Then hands to the floor as you frame that right foot and you step back, down dog or vinyasa. And inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, place the foot between your hands as you rise up for high lunge. As you work that line from thigh to thigh, notice how the tension tends to start to build in your low back. So you use your abdominal wall, drawing in the tailbone tucks. And you start to move that tension to the front of that right thigh, opening up those hip flexors. Good. Then inhale as you open up warrior two. That back heel spins in so both feet are flat on the floor. You feel grounded here. Your weight sinking down into those feet. The thighs rolling away from each other so you get that nice broadening across the legs. Then right hand to right hip. Left hand will guide you forward. As the fingertips touch down, that right leg lifts up. Stacking the shoulders and hips. Maybe lifting that top arm if you like. But try and be light with that left hand. If it's touching the floor, you're trying to anchor and center yourself over that left leg as best you can. Let that be where you're grounded. And you keep it together as you step back, warrior two. Nice and smooth. You make your adjustment, set it up. Then reaching forward for side angle, elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. Top arm goes long next to the ear, giving you that nice long line. Or you wrap it around your back for your bind. But keep the torso rolling open. The crown of the head reaching toward the top edge of the mat. Remember, as you go deeper here, you want to feel like you're opening up even more, creating more space through the front of the torso. Then on exhale, hands to the floor as you step back, choosing your route to down dog. Move as you like, but you follow that breath. Full inhale, complete exhales. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, step the foot forward, warrior one. You close your eyes and you settle in. Nice deep inhales, complete exhales. Then peel the back heel, high lunge. Palms together at your heart as you twist to the right for revolve side angle. As you twist tighter, you can always open those arms up. You can bind around your thigh and back. Or keeping the hands together, you can push that right hand down into left to help get those thumbs to start to line up with the center of your chest rather than with that shoulder. Helping to move the torso deeper into the twist. Good. Then with your next inhale, let that left arm guide you up and around Warrior Two. A smooth transition. Then straighten out that right leg. You turn the toes in so the feet are parallel to the short ends of the mat. You pinch the heels towards each other as the knees bend, the hips sit, and the elbows bend goddess. You sit your hips as low as you like to go. But you notice as your hips sit lower, the low back tends to start to round forward. So maybe you lift the hips, lengthen out the low back, and then start to sit again. And only sit as low as you can until the low back starts to bend. You want the pelvis and the torso to be sitting neutral. It's the thighs that are working for you. That deep bend at the knees, the quads are active. One more breath. And with your next inhale, you extend the forelimbs, spin the heels out as you fold forward between your legs. The hands land wherever is comfortable. You can start to walk them back as you like, drawing yourself tighter into the forward fold. The tailbone's actively tilting towards the ceiling, so you get that lift now through the fronts of the thighs. Good. Inhale, you lift up halfway. Exhale, stay low as you walk your hands to the top edge of the mat and you step back, down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, Warrior One. And settle in. You close your eyes if they're open. That firm pressure to the outer edge of that right foot. A nice lift to the torso. The right hip's trying to draw forward as best it can, but with that heel anchored behind you, it only goes so far, and then you start to create that isometric contraction in the low abdomen. That sense of spiraling the torso forward and up. Now peel that heel and let that hip come forward for high lunge. You bring the palms together at your heart, and you twist to left. Revolve side angle. You use the arms as you like, broadening, binding, or working the palms together. Good. And that right arm will guide you up and around Warrior Two. You straighten out the left leg. You turn the toes in. You pinch the heels as you bend the knees, Goddess pose. The shoulder blades draw towards each other, trying to draw the arms back a bit so that you feel broad across the upper chest. That firm determination, holding the stance. And space for the full inhales, complete exhales. Good. Inhale, you extend the limbs, spin the heels out. This time sweep the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers as you fold forward between your legs. The head hangs heavy. The arms draw away from your back. And release the hands to the floor as you walk yourself to the top edge of the mat. You turn your feet and you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Exhale the right foot forward, warrior two. And straightening out that right leg, you reach forward, triangle pose. Right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. You can stay there broad from hand to hand, or if you like, you can wrap that top arm around your back, trying to grab the inner right thigh. Open and roll that right side back a bit more. If you grab that thigh, you can externally rotate it manually with your hand, rolling the inner thigh towards the top edge of the mat. And you'll feel that draws that right hip tighter underneath the torso. Give me a nice deep stretch. Good. Then on inhale, you rise up. You bring your hands to your hips as you turn that left foot in so that your hips square to the top edge of the mat, setting it for pyramid pose. You keep distance from foot to foot. And on exhale, you fold forward over that front leg. You let the hands go wherever you like. The shin, the foot, the floor. The head bows. Deep stretch for those 3 hamstring muscles. Good. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, hands to your hips. And inhale the rest of the way up. From here, we're going into revolved triangle. So that right hand stays where it is. The left arm reaches up. And on exhale, you fold forward, only about halfway. And then you twist. That left hand lands down on the right shin, right foot, or the floor outside the foot, as that right arm reaches towards the ceiling. Nice and broad. Again, if you want, you can always wrap that top arm around your back, kind of like we did in triangle pose. Trying to thread it towards the inside of that left thigh to help open up that right side a little bit more. Good. Perfect. And on exhale, hands to the floor as you step that left foot forward next to the right. Folding over your legs. And inhale as you rise all the way back up. Arms overhead, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. You relax. You're going to bring that left hand to your left hip. The right arm reaches straight out in front. And shifting your weight to the left on an inhale, you lift that right leg up as high as you can. When it won't go any higher, then you reach down and catch the big toe. Or you bend the knee and catch behind the thigh. Extended hand to toe pose. As you feel steady, you work through your progressions. You might be working on trying to catch hold of that big toe. You might be working on trying to straighten that leg. Or you're working on trying to lift that foot up towards the ceiling a bit, as the torso stands tall, rather than feeling like you're leaning forward or leaning back. Good. Now keep hold of either that big toe or hand behind that right thigh as you start to open that right leg up to the right. Broadening out across the inner thigh. Then coming back to center. And on exhale, you just place the foot on the floor. Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Good. Then exhale that left foot forward, warrior two. The front leg straightens out. You reach forward, triangle pose. You start with the arms into a T. If you want to wrap that top arm around your back for your bind, feel free. Catching the inner thigh. Help it to roll that right side open. Help it to hug that left hip under a little tighter. Good. Inhale as you rise up. You bring your hands to your hips. And you turn that left or that right foot in so that the hips can square, setting up for pyramid. Once you're square, the feet firm to the mat. On exhale, you fold forward over that front leg. And the hands land wherever you like. The shin, the foot, the floor. Good. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Hands to your hips. And inhale the rest of the way. That left hand stays where it is. The right arm reaches up as you fold forward about halfway. And then you rotate. The right hand lands down. Left arm reaches up. You can stay there with that nice broad line from hand to hand. Or you wrap that left arm around your back. Trying to thread it into that inner right thigh for the half bind. But keep the chin away from your chest. The crown of the head reaching forward. So you feel that forward movement with the torso as you work that rotation. Then exhale, hands to the floor. And you just step that right foot forward next to left. You fold over your legs. And inhale, you rise all the way back up. Full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. And relax the arms, close your eyes. Palms together. The weight starts to shift to the right. Right hand to right hip. Left hand reaches out in front. And on inhale, you lift that left leg in. And you catch hold. The toe or the thigh. You anchor yourself in place and then you start to work your progressions. Reaching for that toe, straightening that leg, or starting to lift that leg up. Remember, if you grab that toe, you want that left thumb pointing up. That lets you roll that left shoulder back, staying broad across the collarbone. Rather than with that thumb pointing down, the shoulder starts to collapse on us. Then either keeping that leg straight and holding the toe or hand behind the thigh as you start to open it up to the left. And there's that subtle game of tug of war here as the leg opens and the torso wants to turn with it, trying to draw the torso back to center as you open just through that leg. Good. Perfect. Then coming back to center. And on exhale, you place that foot on the floor, Tadasana. You close your eyes and you take a breath. Then inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Good. Inhale, the right leg lifts. You're going to let it linger for a breath. You can stay there or stack that right hip on over top to left, opening up. You stay there or bending that right knee. You place that right foot on the floor outside the left edge of the mat. Flipping it over, turning your hips and chest to face the ceiling. Push into those feet and try and lift your hips as high as you can. Good. And nice and smooth, you come back around to center, right leg stays lifted. And exhale as you step the foot outside, that right hand for lizard. The left knee can stay up or you can lower it down. And you just start to bow towards the floor. One forearm touches down, maybe both. Just letting the body surrender. The head hangs heavy. You get that nice deep flexion at that right hip. Then inhale as you rise up to straight arms. You're going to shimmy that right foot in towards the middle of the mat just so you can frame it. And then keeping the hips low as the torso sweeps up, crescent lunge. The hips sink down and forward. The torso is reaching up and back. You can take those arms up overhead, taking any hand position you like. Or as we focus on the front of that left thigh, you can also just interlace your fingers, placing them on the top of that right thigh, and you scrub that right thigh forward as those hips sink into it. Keeping the abdominal wall engaged, and you'll feel that nice stretch through the front of that left thigh. That opening up of the hip flexors. Good. Then from wherever you are, you bring the hands to the floor, framing that right foot, and you shift the hips back, setting up for Hanumanasana. The right knees straighten out, the toes peel up. You fold forward over that thigh, working those hamstrings, or you start to slide the heel forward, working towards full splits. And nice and easy, start to draw that foot back if it's slid out. We all bend that right knee as we plant the hands and we step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. You let it linger there. Then stacking the hip over the right. You can stay right there, just opening through the low abdomen and the front of the thigh, or you bend the knee and you place that foot on the floor outside the right edge of the mat. Flipping yourself over, turning your hips and chest to face the ceiling. Remember, if you're flipping, push into those feet and lift your hips. Your glutes engage, your waistline lifts. Perfect. And nice and smooth as you come back to center. That left leg's lifted and you step it forward outside that left hand for lizard. The right knee's up or down. And you just start to bow towards the floor. Sinking down under one forearm, maybe both. Good. Rising up to straight arms. You frame the foot and keep your hips low as you sweep the torso up for crescent lunge. The arms can go up overhead, taking a hand position you like, or keeping those hands on that left thigh as you sink into it. Good. And releasing the hands to the floor, framing that left foot. The hips shift back. Leg straightens out as you fold forward over that leg. And feel free to slide the heel as you like to go deeper. Opening the front of that right thigh as you open the back of that left thigh for your full splits. Good. Nice and smooth. You start to draw that foot back. You plant the hands as you make your way to down dog. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And on exhale, you draw that left knee forward for pigeon. Placing it on the mat outside that left wrist. The heel sweeps to the right leg slides back. You can stay upright for your pigeon variations, or you drape yourself forward over that cat. Good. Inhale, you rise up. We start with that left leg because we're going into Vamadevasana from here. So you're going to keep that left hand, or right hand on the floor in front of you. That left hand on the floor in front of you as that right arm sweeps back behind you. Nice open twist towards the right edge of your mat. You can stay there or bend that right knee and you catch hold of the inner foot with that right hand, starting to hug that heel in. Gives you a nice quad stretch. It also helps you twist a little tighter. Then as you want to twist even tighter, you can think about taking that left arm across your chest to grab hold of that right foot. And then that right arm wraps around your low back to grab your inner left thigh. Good. Try and keep the torso lifted, crown the head's reaching up. Perfect. And nice and smooth, you unravel, coming back to center. You plant the hands as you step back, down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you draw the knee forward for pigeon. You place the knee on the mat. The heel sweeps to the left. You can stay upright or you drape yourself forward. Good. Inhale, you rise up. Then it'll be that right hand on the floor right in front of you, kind of right in the middle of your mat, as that left arm sweeps back. And you can stay there. It's a nice open twist, broad across the collarbone, where you bend that left knee, catching hold of that foot. You start to hug it in. And as that foot comes in closer, that right hand reaches across to grab that left foot, and the left arm then wraps around your back, trying to grab your inner right thigh. Vamadevasana. Good. And nice and smooth coming back to center. You plant the hands as you step back. And sliding forward into plank. And on exhale, you lower to the floor. You stack your hands, you rest your cheek, you take a breath. And preparing for 3 rounds above. You bend the knees, you reach the arms back, and you catch hold of your feet or your ankles. As always, if this bothers your knees, your hips, or back, you can always do it with straight arms and straight legs. And on your next inhale, you peel as much of you up off the floor as you can lift. Trying to reach for the ceiling. Good. And exhale, relax. Nice full breath. Then inhale, you rise once again. Using the strength of your back. Exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you rise up. And exhale, relax. You stack your hands, you rest your cheek. You breathe. And hands on your shoulders as you press your hips to your heels, child's pose. You tuck yourself in. And then inhale, you rise up to sitting. And you sit over the side of your feet. Bring your legs out in front. Preparing for Paschimottanasana. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. You catch hold, whatever you get. You bow your head, close your eyes. Good. On inhale, you reach out as you rise up. You sweep the arms out in front, and on exhale, you lower yourself down to lying on your back. And preparing for 3 rounds of back bends on your back. Your knees bend, the feet are flat. Arms alongside the body for bridge, your hands above the shoulders for upward facing dog. And on your next inhale, you push down into your feet to lift your hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you like. And exhale, relax. Take a nice full breath. Then inhale, you push down to go up once again. Bridge or upward facing dog. Exhale, relax. Third and final one, on an inhale. You press down to go up. And exhale, relax. Once you come down, you just draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, nice tight squeeze. Then the arms alongside your body, palms flat, legs go straight up. You hang out right there or shoulder stand, toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, you bend the elbows, hands against your low back. And you send the legs up. Few more breaths if you want any variations. And coming back to center, toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward, and nice and easy you unravel. Come to lie flat on your back. Setting up for fish. Once down, the legs are straight, the arms alongside the body as you press down into your hands and elbows. Lift the head and torso. Arc the spine as you roll the shoulders back and release the crown head towards the floor. And exhale, lowering down. You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, nice tight squeeze. Then taking the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees back to the hands on the floor. And you release the knees over to left. One final twist. Then back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs, Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment in the seat of full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back. Chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. Then palms together, heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Michelle, for joining as well. And we'll see you next time. Hope you have a great rest of your day.